Oral questions, questions orales. The Honourable Member for Brantford, Brant South, Six Nations.
Mr. Speaker, with these Liberals, it is more spending, more debt, more inflation, more of the same. They tell Canadians things are under control, but this Prime Minister doubled Trudeau's deficit, adding $90 billion in net new spending. Now, debt interest costs Canadians $55 billion a year, more than we spend on health transfers. The C.D. Howe Institute says fiscal excess has undermined growth and living standards. Translation, reckless Liberal spending is making Canadians poor. Next week, this government tables its fiscal update. Will it doom Canadians to more of the same?
The Honourable Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I know it's Friday, but it seems that my colleague has the wrong QP card, Mr. Speaker.
Oh.
Let me help him, because I think he might want to have some of the facts in order to send to his constituent. Just last week, Mr. Speaker, the International Monetary Fund said Canada has the strongest fiscal position of the G7, Mr. Speaker. That's great news that I hope he's going to bring to his constituent. More than that, Mr. Speaker, Canada will have the second fastest growth in the G7, Mr. Speaker. This is extraordinary. We're going to build this country strong with all Canadians, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Brantford, Brant South, Six Nations.
Hot air, no results. More of the same is exactly what Canadians are getting. Reckless spending that never stops. Billions on consultants, billions on their failed gun grab, billions on high-speed rail, more waste, inflation, and pressure on Canadians. When the Prime Minister says affordability has never been better, is that what he calls record prices and the worst food inflation in the G7? Will the Prime Minister cut the waste and bring down his out-of-control spending, or is he just another Liberal?
The Honourable Minister of Finance.
Speaker, I'm just another Liberal fighting for Canadians every day like all my colleagues, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's astonishing. I know it's Friday and things are light because it's sunshine in Ottawa, but Mr. Speaker, no results. Just look at what the International Monetary Fund said just last week. Canada will have the second fastest growth in the G7, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to look as his record, as his scorecard, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, we know what matters. Fighting for Canadians every day, helping Canadians in needs, building Canada strong together, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Mégantic-Lorable-Lobinière. Mr. Speaker, this Liberal Prime Minister claims that the cost of living has never been so good in over a decade. Yet, with $90 billion in new spending and $55.6 billion a year in interest, Canadians are paying more than ever for housing, food, and transportation. Even the C.D. Howe Institute calls it a fiscal fantasy. Next week, will this Liberal Prime Minister condemn Canada to even more debt, higher interest rates, and an ever-increasing cost of living for families? The Honourable Minister of Finance. I have a great deal of respect for my colleague, but I know it's Friday, but he must be reading the wrong question, Mr. Speaker, because the real question today is how Canada is ranking amongst the other G7 countries. And here, the IMF last week said that Canada will have the second fastest growth in the G7, Mr. Speaker. These are facts, Mr. Speaker, and I know that my colleague in his heart knows that that's the truth. And, of course, he will bring the good news back to all of his electors. Canada is in a good position, and we're going to build a strong Canada together, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Member for Mégantic-Lorable-Lobinière. Mr. Speaker, I won't allow the Minister of Finance try to guess what's in my heart, but what's in my heart are the Uyghurs I met last week who have lost their jobs. What's in my heart, Mr. Speaker, is the family I'm meeting at the grocery store who have to decide what to take out of their grocery cart. And what's in my heart, Mr. Speaker, is that Canada is getting poorer, it's changing, and this government is just making things worse day after day. It's Friday, Mr. Speaker. Will this minister show some compassion? Think about Canadian families who are in debt, who will have and create more costs for everyone. That's what's in my heart, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Government House Leader. I know that my colleague has a big heart, Mr. Speaker, and that's why we're somewhat perplexed why he voted against the increase in the OAS and dental care and full school programs, the CCB. He voted against all of these programs despite his big heart, Mr. Speaker. We challenged the Conservatives to table the cuts they're proposing. Will the member table in the House these cuts that the Conservative Party is proposing?
Carlton Trail, Eagle Creek.
The Liberals have made grand promises of spending less and investing more, yet we heard from Finance Canada that their savings plan wasn't about spending less at all. With net new spending at $90 billion and interest on our nation's debt totaling more than we spend on healthcare transfers, Canadians are footing the bill in the amount of $3,300 a year per family. What are the Liberals going to tell Canadians next week when they release their fiscal update? Will it doom Canadians to more of the same?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
I have no doubt that my colleague, the Minister of Finance, will bring in an exciting update that will tell Canadians about the major progress that we are making in building Canada strong. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker, I asked Conservatives to table a detailed list of spending cuts they propose, because they do talk about inflationary spending, and I hope my honourable colleague can help me. Is it the Canada Child Benefit? Is that inflationary spending? Is it the dental care plan? Is it old age security? Is it Canada student loans? Could the member tell us?
Honourable member for Carlton Trail, Eagle Creek.
Mr. Speaker, after running a decade of deficits, the Liberals have doubled the cost of housing, doubled the cost of rent, and now doubled the deficit from Justin Trudeau. Every dollar the Prime Minister spends comes out of the pockets of Canadians who are struggling to afford groceries, pay their rent, and fill up their tanks with gas. When will these Liberals finally admit they have gotten it wrong, change course, and get their spending under control so Canadians can afford to live again?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Sport.
I would ask again, just like the Government House Leader just did, Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives talk a big game, but they don't want to get specific about what vital programs they would cut in order to pay for their irresponsible plans, Mr. Speaker. We have Canada Child Benefit, we have the Canadian Dental Care Plan, and just recently we've brought forward the Canada Groceries and Essentials Benefit that will deliver over $1,800 per lower income family in that member's riding. She would deny them childcare, she would deny them dental, and she would lower their Canada Child Benefit, Mr. Speaker. Not on this side, we've got Canadians' backs.